guys? Happy Monday. If you're watching this on a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, happy day. But happy Monday. I'm recording this on Monday. We are into it, man. We are really deep into the meat and the bulk of the School of Greatness. This is the book that we're going over the past week and going on to this week by Lewis Hulse. I think that's his name. I can never pronounce the guy's last name. It's such a simple last name, I'm having trouble with it because I'm a little new. Anyways, School of Greatness is a really cool personal development book written by this guy who is quite the athlete, was a NCAA All-American football player, plays on the U.S. handball team, the Olympic handball team. Quite a resume this guy's got. And he shares a lot of his wins and losses inside the book. And we're into chapter 3, 4, and 5. We went over, or not chapter 3, 4, and 5. What am I talking about? 4, 5, 6, right? Jeez, I got this written down wrong. There you go. That's how on it I am. Yeah, excuse me. 4, 5, and 6. So don't pay attention to that behind me. It's actually 4, 5, 6. Not 3, 4, 5. So let me change that up. See, on the fly, that's what we're doing. We're doing this review on the fly and changing it as we go. So chapter 4 is develop hustle. Chapter 5 is master your body. Chapter 6 is practice positive habits. So I have bunny-eared a lot of this stuff. I got bunny ears everywhere in this book. Just so you see, I'm really getting into it and I'm really enjoying it. So this weekend I went over these 3 chapters, and the big takeaway from each, I'll give it this way. So develop hustle was absolutely brilliant. I mean, I'm a huge fan of this. I think if you do not have hustle in your game, you are missing out big time. So it goes without saying that I truly believe that everything you do in business, it's the action that speaks louder than words. So the hustle is the actual action. It's actually doing stuff. What gets you fired up each and every day. Now, it all comes back, if you remember, to developing your vision. That's the start of this whole process comes from that. So if you're on point with your vision, everything else comes into play. And there was a really cool quote that I got from these chapters, and I'm going to recite it to you. It was an old Japanese proverb, and he said, "Vision without action is a dream. Action without vision is a nightmare." I thought that was really cool. So develop hustle, I don't think that needs much explanation. You gotta have it in you. The vision fuels you, but the action, the hustle is the actual grunt work, actually doing this stuff. Basically, when you don't feel like doing it is when you're supposed to be doing it. Which led us into mastering your body. Now, how do I put this lightly? Anytime that I start telling you guys about how to live healthy, don't listen to me. Because let's be brutally honest, I'm not what you would call the picture of health. That being said, this short chapter really hit home with me on a few things. Specifically, he's talking about working out 4 to 5. He recommends 5 times a week, at least 30 minutes a day. Listen, anybody can do that. I try to. It's the one again. My game plan for reading this book is to lose 30 pounds in about 3 months, and that is the core of what I'm trying to accomplish with reading this book. So this chapter was really hit home to me because listen, I mean, I'm gonna be 40 in less than a month here. Actually, less than a month. I'm gonna be 40 years old. I got a lot of life left in me. I got a baby boy on the way in the summer. I got to get fired up. So that's a big thing for me. So my new hustle, my new reason for being and for reading this book is that I need to get healthy. So I really took it to heart. 5 days a week, 30 minutes a day, spice it up a little, make it a priority in your life. And the more that you work on your body, this is what Lewis says, the healthier you be, the opportunities start arising. You feel better, you look better, everything's a win. You're in line with your full potential. So that was the bulk of chapter 5, Mastering Your Body. And again, I don't want to dive too much into it because, again, a fat guy on video telling you guys how to live healthy. Don't listen to me. Read the book. Read chapter 5. I got to make sure I'm telling you guys the right chapter. you'll understand what Lewis is talking about, how it adds to your school of greatness. And then finally, practice positive habits. This is huge, and I'm going to take a lot of a book I recently read by Gary Keller called The One Thing, and it really, really changed the way I thought of being productive and creating positive habits. You got to be specific about this stuff. I'm sure have heard of, has heard of SMART goals, specific, measurable, etc., etc. The big thing is specific. And for positive habits, I think, to form, the important thing is I think and this is what this book talks about, is to not try to master everything at once. You're gonna go crazy. So he gave you a really good example. He gave you a list. There was like 12 to 15 things, and I got them all written down here. And then he's like, just pick 3 of them. Now I'm gonna go even a step. I'm gonna combine that advice with the one thing, and I'd say just pick one thing. I mean, a guy like this. Listen, I mean, you gotta take all of this advice from the people that are writing this. Now, again, a guy like this who's never been a fat guy, it's really weird to listen to a guy like this telling fat people, hey, get up and move your body. Easy for you to say. Now, I'm not trying to make excuses, but everybody's situation is different. For me, I know that I can't build 3 positive habits like that. I know I can't. I know my capability. I know what I'm good at, and I know what I'm bad at. I do believe in personal growth, and this is why the whole +1 thing is to focus on one thing for me. For me, it's do one thing a little bit better, be better at sunset than you were at sunrise, and that's positive growth. That's personal growth. So for me, I know that I want to build positive habits. For the one thing for me is, again, losing the weight. So I know that that's the thing I need to be focusing on. Once I build that positive habit, Lewis talks about this too, is that you can start adding more. Once you've got that, and you start craving it. Just smashing microphones here. You start craving it. You really start getting pumped up and fired up about building new habits into your schedule. So he gave you a list of these different habits you can create. He actually, this is funny, he said one of the most positive habit he ever developed was making his bed in the morning. I thought that was brilliant. He's like, it's a sense of cleanliness, it's a sense of accomplishment, it's something easy you can do, and you do it each and every day. A month from now, 2 months from now, it'll change your life. So I'm not saying I'm going to try to make my bed. I should take his advice, though. Maybe I should. I should do that. I wake up after my wife. My wife is always up downstairs making breakfast and stuff before me, so maybe I should do that. I'm going to try that. Lewis, I'm going to take you up on your making your bed thing. I'm going to try that. Anyways, I digress. So practice positive habits. I think that goes without saying. A few of the ones that he said is you maintain a to-do list, wake up early, read more, read at least 30 minutes a day, network 5 hours a month, exercise 5 times a week, no junk food, no TV or minimal TV, write down your goals, be specific about them, be a lifelong student of self-development, and good habits always lead to opportunities. That's just a few of the examples that you could do to practice good habits and practice them each and every day. So, again, we're into the bulk of this. There's only a couple more chapters left in it, and I'll go over that on Wednesday. So, all in all, this has been a great experience so far. I'm really, really enjoying it. It is a page burner, which means that I'm not getting tired of it, and I want to keep reading it. I'm actually really trying to slow my pace down. I was going to finish this all last night, and I was like, nah, let's slow down so that on Wednesday I have something to talk about too, instead of just going and ah for an hour. Anyways, yeah, so we are into it. It is chapter 4, 5, and 6 of Lewis Howes' The School of Greatness. Fantastic book, and I'm really enjoying it. Hope you guys are too. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys on Wednesday. Toodles.